Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mr. J here. Alright, so in this video, I'll be showing you how to do the Sanctum of Odins with green gear. Alright, and I hope you guys liked the video and, hopefully you learned something and know how to do the guest hall after this video here. Alright, so I'm going to go to the Sanctum of Odins and, alright, so the first tip for the Sanctum of Odins, you'd have to go to the New Heim. Go to New Heim, go to the Popular District and get the extra bonus for the Sanctum of Odins. So in the Popular District, you gotta go to the fireplace, sit by the fireplace, and that's where you get the extra boost for the Sanctum of Odins, which is here. And I'm just chilling. So as you can see, the Odin's Might, which lasts for 1 hour. Alright, so before we enter the Sanctum of Odins, these are the weapons that you need. You don't necessarily need this much, green weapons to do the guest hall, but I'm doing the guest hall and I'm doing the second floor, which has the necromancer. That's a harder challenge with the boss. Also, I have a purple shoes just for movement of speed. You don't necessarily need a purple shoes, but you could use a green or blue, just for the extra movement of speed. All right, let's go ahead and enter. All right, so for the first time entering the Sanctum of Odins, you'd have 2 mobs here to kill, but that's only once. And once it resets, then you don't have to kill the mobs again, because, it would always be, there won't be any mobs, there to kill. Alright, so entering the Sanctum of Odins, if it's the first time and you're not aware of the different damages, and if it's your first time, it would be best recommended to do the easy mode just to get a feel of Odins. But if you want a challenge, definitely enter the standard mode, and that's the mode that I'll definitely show you in this video. Go ahead and enter the standard mode. Alright, so upon entering the Sanctum of Odins here, you would first see the mobs at the start of the game right here. All right, so the first recommendation I'll definitely recommend to you is to place all your weapons inside the chest in case you die. And also the classes that I recommend is the healer class, the illusionist, or the rogue class to reset. But the rogue class can't reset a mob. You gotta use the horse and get to the door, exit, re-enter. But that's a way to reset the mobs, but I will definitely recommend the illusionist to reset the mobs, and I'll show you how to do that. And doing it with the green weapons will require a lot of, so you gotta sneak and sneak attack. That's what's required. All right, let me go ahead and put these in the quick slots here. The speed pot is for the necromancer, so we're not going to use that at the moment. All right, so we need the soups. Gives increase in damage, and also for healing, effective healing, Primrose Soup. This restore power and increase armor and healing. Alright, so starting off here, the first thing we'll do is we will sneak attack. Preferably, I would like you to have the staff of support, in your quick slot like this, and equip that class. All right, in this case, I have healer 2, but in your case, depending on what level you are, you'd be at healer 1. Either way, that is completely fine. Sneak attack. Have the bone mason in your hand, and also ensure that your tournament is started. Also, just patiently wait till this is started because you do get enough points for tournaments in Odins.
5 minutes later.
Alright, so the tournament has begun. Alright, so immediately drink some soup. Soup up. And attack. As you can see there, a lot of damage was done. You can also aggro mob here. Do the same thing. You can also bring for extra heal, an extra slot of meat, just to heal. And you can switch to the healer class to heal instead of using your bandages, meat, or healing salve. Alright, then immediately heal. Your health would be in full, which is awesome. Sneak attack the mob here. You already have the soup activated. As you can see beside the Odin's might, you can see the shield and sword. That indicates that your soup is still on. And sneak attack. You can also use this tactic here, run and shoot. You won't receive any hits. Either way is fine. You don't have any gear on, only the boots for extra movement and speed. So to prevent any damage to the shoe, you could remove it and you could equip it if you're fast enough. Just click, boom. Alright, so watch out for his hits. 2 hits, then he'll do his special attack. Move out of the way, then attack once more. Just don't get hit. He's kind of slow in regards to his skill, so you don't have to, worry about too much damage or whatnot. Ensure to watch your health. Ensure to definitely watch your health. You need to open this door here, just to do the wall trick with the giant chief, and open this door here also. Alright, so in this case you could use the illusionist to reset the mob, or you could just exit Odin's and re-enter, or you could just attack the mob and finish it. Either way is fine. Exiting the Sanctum of Odin and re-entering, that would definitely burn a little time. So if you don't want to burn so much time, then you could just attack it immediately. That is also fine. Either tactic you could use. If you're very low in health, you could use the exit tactic to leave the Sanctum. Alright, so all I'm going to do here is just to aggro one mob at a time. Watch out for his skill. Just move on the way. That's about it. Continue hitting. Just like the giant, they do 2 hits, then they'll do their skill. Just equip the support staff once more to heal. So you can see here I do have bandages on me. But as you can see, I haven't used any single bandages. I'm just using the unlimited skill of the healer, which is very beneficial. So I wait for the heal. And voila. Equip out the bone mason, sneak attack. And as I said, you gotta switch between classes. Between the berserk, illusionist, and healer. You can also have the sorcerer to do damage, which is fine. But in this case, I'll just use the healer, berserk, and illusionist for the reset. So the berserk for damage, illusionist to reset, and the healer to heal. And keep in mind that they do drop pendants, gold, silver, and wood. This is how you gain silver in the game. Well, this is how you gain pendants in the game. Pretty easy. If you don't have any healing salve, just switch back to the healer class and heal. Pretty simple. Sanctum of Odins is pretty easy once you keep progressing in the game, leveling up and having different equipments, gears, and classes. it gets pretty easy. See here? Or you can leave all the loot until the end, after you have killed all the mobs. You just leave all your loot in the chest. You could loot the chest after, which that would also take a bit of time. If not, you could just take all the resources that you need. But if you're a low level, if you're a beginner player, you definitely need all the resources that you could get. That's what I would recommend. If you don't want to get any hits, you could just use a bolas, keep your distance and do damage, or just run backwards. Pretty simple. Or just keep your distance. Well, this tactic actually takes more time, so you could choose if you don't want to do it that way. There's abundance of way you could play the game. A lot of people are going to have different opinions, but there is a lot of different ways, and different tactics in playing the game. Just to remind you here that the sharpshooter does do quite a amount of damage. They're also long range, so you want to try to not aggro two at once if you're naked to avoid dying. Alright, so in this case, with the sharpshooter, what you could do is just straight up attack and heal. That would work. But you could also use the illusionist class to reset the sharpshooter, let him turn his back. Then you could, hit off a sneak attack. Just pretty simple. Let me show you real quick. But with the illusionist, you definitely need the wizard staff, or you can bring the, if you're using a simple gear, you could use the apprentice staff. That can also work, but it has to be a combat staff. Alright, so what you could do is you could just reset. Pretty simple. Once his back is turned, that's where you come in with the bone mason. As you can see here, this item, bone mace, sneak attack, and soup up. Does 95 damage. You could use the quick switch option here. Select which class you wanted. This is a quicker option. Select all the classes that you like to switch between, and that's how you quick switch. Alright, so I need the illusionist, healer, and berserk. Alright, as you can see here in the quick switch option. Alright, let's go ahead and activate the, let's go ahead and aggro the giant chief. Just gotta bring him, over here. Then you'll do, so you'd go here, over here, do the wall trick. Once he, I'm gonna show you real quick. Alright, so aggro the giant over here, go behind the wall. Aggro his skill. I lagged there for a little bit. Hit him 3 times. Go behind the other wall. Pretty simple. Let him activate his skill once more. Pretty simple to kill the first boss. Your first Odin boss. Just keep doing this process here until he is dead. Complete patience. Does take a lot of time though. And voila, as you can see there, that is the giant chief, which dropped this key, the Sanctum key. Alright, so immediately go up to the top here, sneak it. You could aggro each mob, one by one. hopefully you liked the video. Definitely subscribe and like if you gain any tips. Also, if I missed anything in the video here, or I didn't include a specific tactic, or I missed a specific tip to give, you could definitely put in the comments your way of doing the Odins, or tip what to bring and what not to bring. In this case, do not scrutinize me for bringing the mushroom soups. Yeah, 'cause I know that you need the mushroom soups. Relax. But you could use the mushroom soups to do extra damage in the Sanctum of Odins along with the Odin mites. That is very good. All right, hopefully you guys liked the video, and peace.